So here it is. This is my 3 litre long block complete, and I've just fitted the headers and the rear muffler. Now the reason I fitted the muffler is I just wanted to make sure that the headers were fitted 100% correctly. I don't think I can pick this camera up anymore. There we go. Because there's a bit of, you can sort of wiggle the headers backwards and forwards before you tighten them onto the heads. So I just wanted to make sure they were perfectly aligned before I nipped them up. I will remove the muffler again. Just makes it easier to install it in the car, and then just bolting the muffler on later on. But yeah, for those of you that are interested in this exhaust setup, there's a lot of debate as to whether a merge in the centre actually does anything for the system. I don't know, I just went off what everyone else is doing. But the headers these are from GT Racing, so they're basically George's European headers. And I believe after George died, I think Joel at GT Racing took over the company or bought the company, and so they still manufacture them. My headers are 1 5/8 of an inch diameter, so that's about 38 millimeters. They have a 2-inch collector, and then this muffler system was custom made here in Brisbane, and it's the collector pipe. It's, I don't know what you call it, the primary pipe, I guess, this pipe here. Straight after the collector, that's 2 1/4 inch, and they both come through, left and right banks come through and merge in the center here, and then they go off to their respective mufflers. The mufflers are from Vibrant Performance. I think they're a Canadian company, and my mufflers are 2 1/4 inch diameter as well. I thought about going 2 1/2 inch, but Brian at the muffler shop convinced me that that was probably too large for my 3 litre motor. So we went for 2 1/4 inch tubing and the mufflers, and yeah, absolutely no complaints whatsoever. There are a couple of videos online of this muffler running on my car before I rebuilt the engine again, but yeah, it seems to work. The theory is that the collector, I'm not sure about I'm not sure exactly how it works, but the theory is that as each pulse comes through, it helps to create a little bit of a vacuum in the opposing pipe to help then suck through or scavenge from that cylinder. So again, whether it works or not, I'm not too sure. But yeah, there are some interesting threads on Pelican Parts and all around the world that say it does work. There are some guys that have dyno tested before and after that say it does give them more torque in the mid-range. I don't believe it has any adverse effects, but yeah. So anyway, there's a plane about to go overhead, so that's probably a good time for me to cut the video short. And here's just another view from the underside, well, rather I flipped the engine over. But yeah, you get to see the exhaust, the muffler, and the headers. So they're pretty cool, I'm sure you'll agree. The one thing I do like about headers, I mean, obviously you're going to lose heat, but it makes it a damn sight easier to install all the nuts and fasteners, except for that one right in there. That one there is always a pain in the ass to get to, and I don't have the special tool that a lot of guys have, so I have to use my my long bony thin fingers to try and get in there. That's what she said.